Alright, what's going on? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about do-it-yourself dog biscuits that fight arthritis in your pet. Alright, so it's a common problem for our pets to fight joint pain in their later years. So what better time than now to make some do-it-yourself anti-inflammatory dog treats? Because, inflammation is a huge problem because it can, not only slow down your dogs, but it can also lead to other major diseases. Alright, so it's super important to realize that inflammation isn't bad. It is our body's natural way of healing itself, but it becomes bad when it sticks around for weeks, months, or even years, right? And as pet owners, we always want to make our animals feel as comfortable as possible, right? So it's our job to look out for any issues they may be having. And that's why I began making my own dog food and adding anti-inflammatory ingredients and natural supplements. So why do dogs get arthritis? It's pretty hard to pinpoint the exact reason. Just like people, it's probably a combination of nutrition, exercise, and genetics. There really is no way to prevent it, but we can definitely treat it. There's a few important things that can help. Make sure they get exercise. What generally happens is they get some sort of stiffness or pain, and then they don't move around as much, and that leads to it getting worse and worse, right? So you want to control their weight. Try to avoid cold, damp areas and keep the joints warm. So I've been making my own dog treats for a while now. There's been quite a few different recipes that I've tried, but my dog seems to like the ones that have apples in them the best. Right, so I've always seemed to have apples laying around the house that nobody would eat, and I never really knew what to do with them. And then I finally thought, I might as well turn these into dog treats. So what better way to get rid of the apples than to help my dog at the same time? So what else are anti-inflammatory dog treats? The few ingredients that are great with treating inflammation is cinnamon, flaxseed, and turmeric. So cinnamon's a great way to fight aging and inflammation, not only in dogs but also in people. It helps reduce the risk of heart disease, lowers blood sugar, and helps prevent diabetes. Flaxseed has a good source of omega-3s and fats, fiber, protein, which are all good for reducing heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. The next one is turmeric, which is another great ingredient for treating inflammation. It has a lot of similar properties than ibuprofen and aspirin, but it's all natural. So here are the recipe for the apple cinnamon dog treats. Alright, so what you're going to need is you're going to need 4 cups of water, 4 cups of oats, 1 cup of water, 1 egg, 1 cup of chopped apples. It's important to remove the seeds and the skin. The seeds, there is stuff in there that can be toxic, so you definitely don't want to eat the seeds. And also remove the skin. Some apples have, pesticides and the stuff they spray on the skin. It's not really good for you, so you definitely want to remove that. Then 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to preheat the oven to 350. You're going to mix all the dry ingredients in a bowl, and then mix all the wet ingredients in a separate bowl. You're then going to combine the wet and dry ingredients. You're going to mix in the apples. Then you're going to take the mixture. I like to put them in muffin tins, muffin trays. You can just put them on a flat pan. Doesn't really matter, whatever you want. Then you're going to put them in the oven and bake them for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So just a note here, they tend to last for about 2 to 3 weeks in the fridge, or longer if they're frozen. So that's the recipe. And if you've read this far, I can only assume that your dog's struggling with inflammation, joint pain, or arthritis. Even though the cookies do work well, I'd just like to share an all-natural supplement that I've also been giving my dogs to help with their joint stiffness. Along with these treats, I've been giving her this remedy. It was actually recommended to me by a friend, and I've seen a big improvement. And the supplement, it's called Pet Bounce. And if you want to learn more about it, I did a full review on my website, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. But you know, I know it's hard seeing your pet go through stiffness or pain, so I thought I'd share this with you. Here are just some things others have to say about it. Had a positive effect on my cat and would recommend it to others. It is for cats and dogs. I've tried many other products in the past. This one was the only one that seemed to work. Gave him an extra spring in his step. 13-year-old shepherd, 10 drops a day. Seen a definite improvement. Alright, so if you are interested in learning more, like I said, I did a full review on the product, which is on my website. So I'll leave a link down in the description below. You can learn more about it, and you can also, if you are interested, there's going to be a link where you can purchase it from the manufacturer. Alright, so hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk soon.